I simply adored and loved working with Nick, because I have now loved saying that actually he must be the most inspiring person I have met in the business, of course, after my own mirror. Most inspiring person, because we had this kind of the energy level of the album already in our minds when we started to compose. And we had kind of a feel, we already kind of knew our wish list was that we want to have the Fidelman mix. You know, that was for example for Mikko, our drummer, that was the main thing which was like driving him throughout the entire process, that we need to get the energy for it, which has like what Fidelman does, for example, in Death Magnetic Metallica album. So that was our aim. We knew that Nick kind of could be the producer leading us to that point. So actually that was funny, we had to reschedule everything that we get to work with those guys, actually postponing everything a couple of months, but I'm very happy that we did it, even though it's a little bit affected to all, you know, European tours and stuff like this, but in the end we are so happy and satisfied and proud of the album, so I think all those decisions, they were needed. But Nick, actually, we never did the album such a way. First of all, it comes that now we finally had the own vocalist with whom we were able to practice, which is kind of funny. After 20 years, we were in a situation that we are able to practice properly. Because of course, always earlier we just made the songs and asked somebody that, could you do something with this? So this time it really felt like as a band, and then, you know, getting Nick there in a pre-production for being like as a sixth member. So he was really inspired by us, and that was also a thing, you know, seeing world top class producer getting excited about the band and music. So we were really rearranging everything still with him. We flew to Nashville for like 8 or 10 days, something like this. Just to rehearse. Then we went back to home, rehearse for a month, and only then we started the final recording. So I would say that we never prepared for an album making that well than this time. And actually, at least I hear it in an end result, that all the little details, they are really like taught until the very end. Like we have done albums also that way, that we went to Amsterdam to eat mushrooms and then tried everything cool. No, that was the other band in 70s. Sorry, I mixed up. But anyhow,
that was our other life.
Yeah, we have been experiencing a lot in studio, but this time we wanted to make kind of very solid and find a unique, to find the unique identity of Apocalyptica. That was our aim, and I think we succeeded pretty well.
Nick, on top of being just an amazing producer and an amazing artist, first and foremost, he's a fan of rock and roll, and he was so passionate about it. Like, he wasn't on the other side of the glass, like, you know, you see a guy like dictating from the side. No, he was in the room with us, and like just as excited as us, air drumming with Mikko, like air celloing, which is the funniest thing. Like, it's like, now I do that as well. I don't even do this anymore. Now I air cello everything.
But so, you have to be careful where you do it.
I know, because sometimes you can get a little close to somebody and do something. Never mind. Anyways, it was really great to work with Nick. It's pretty amazing. Yes, all the music was written, and but they were so generous with me in terms of letting me put my stamp on things. Perttu and I actually co-wrote a song. He had a song written, and we ended up writing the rest of it together. I co-wrote another song with some of the guys called Come Back Down. But they were very generous. Like like Perttu said, they wanted this to be a band feeling, a total band experience. And you can't do that unless everyone has their hands in it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
And having like such an experienced vocalist and person, that was also one of the main things for us that Franky is so experienced as a performer and as an artist. So, because we have been around already for a while, it could have been more difficult to try to teach some 20-year-old, you know, the manners and stuff like this. So it was obvious immediately that it's well said that it felt like Franky has been there always, because it's easy to rely to such a guy that you respect, and therefore also giving, you know, responsibility immediately.
Right.
So we didn't really need to discuss it. Everything was very natural, and yeah, I'm so happy that we got also like huge impact and influence from you, because of course you have to stand behind everything you feel like and sing. So
Yeah, you
therefore,
gotta believe it.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's very good that we have your lyrics already now.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, if you think about it, so we played our first gig, no rehearsals, right? Within a couple weeks of meeting each other. And we were in the studio making an album within maybe 2 months. Like, this whole thing was like
was
a
fast.
whirlwind. It was pretty fast.
And after half a year, we are.
What's your name again?